Hey, good morning. Here's a quick little devotion for us on a Monday morning. Comes out of the New Testament, book of Colossians, and then the book of Ephesians. And one is in chapter 4, the other one is in chapter 5, but both of them say about the same thing, very similar. Colossians 4:5 says, "Be wise in the way you act towards outsiders. Make the most of every opportunity." And then in Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15 and 16, the Apostle Paul says, "Be careful how you act. These are difficult days. Don't be fools, be wise. Make the most of every opportunity you have for doing good." And I think that's important for us right now as we start this week and we hear about, again, the extending of our social distancing and extending of businesses closed and things of that nature that are not easy for any of us. And I want to give us three specific thoughts here. One, your attitude matters. Your disposition or your body language or the way you come across to not only the person that's with you now 24/7 at home, or the people that you may see when you're doing errands or you're taking walks or walking the dog or doing some exercise, whatever it may be. Your attitude really is so important. And I just want you to check your attitude. And secondly, your aptitude matters. It's a different word, aptitude. Aptitude is where each one of us have these specific talents or these specific gifts, these natural abilities that we have that are uniquely from God. And I want you to think about the ways in which in this time you can use those gifts, those talents, those passions, those things that God makes you aware of, that He's uniquely knit you together to be able to do some cool stuff for people that are around you. And so it does matter. Your attitude matters, but then also your aptitude, the gifts and the passions and the talents that you have to make use of them in this time. And then finally, your actions matter. What you say and how you say it, and what you do and how you do it. And one quick example, Tony and I were cleaning the garage, and how many have cleaned their garage in this past week or so, right? All the different things that we have to-do lists. But we were cleaning out a bunch of stuff, and I texted one of my neighbors, and I said, "Hey, Tony and I are going to be putting some shelves out and that kind of thing. We're not sure we're going to be using them, but maybe you and your family would be able to make use of them. And so just let me know." And he texted me, said, "Hey, we're good to go. I think everything's fine and we got enough and everything's cool. Thank you so much for thinking of us." And remember now, attitude, the text and the conversation, communication was really, really awesome, right? And then we put them outside of the garage to clean the garage out and so on. Had a bunch of garbage and things to go to Goodwill and all that kind of stuff. But we have these shelves and bookcases and this little desk. And I get this text from the neighbor, and he says, "Hey, I'm looking outside my window and we're looking at those shelves, and I think we actually could use them." And I thought that was really cool, because it was a good illustration on the side of Tony and I thinking about, kind of releasing some things. And then also thinking about someone that maybe we could be able to bless. So again, your attitude matters. Your aptitude matters. Your abilities, your passions, use them. And then your actions. It was cool that my neighbor was able to come over and social distancing and all, able to get those shelves and put them into their home and bless he and his wife and his kids and his family and stuff. So again, think about it. It matters. Your attitude, your aptitude, and your actions. Hey, God bless you. Stay safe, and let's have as much opportunity as possible as we hold these days, closely in our hearts and our souls to do the best we can as God gives us these days to be challenged. And I pray that each one of you would just be safe, stay steady, and just enjoy as best you can the people that you're around. Thanks.